There are some unique challenges to exhibiting internationally. Knowing the lay of the land is vital to ensuring your success. On this edition of Face-to-Face Marketing Secrets, some of H&P's most seasoned travelers are bringing you all the best tips to make your next international trek smooth sailing.
Anything out of the country, I have learned through history to do a site inspection on. Get yourself familiar with the surroundings. So many things can be different, whether it's logistics, how you're shipping in, what the venue looks like. Is there a freight elevator? Is there not a freight elevator? What's the electrical and internet needs or issues that you might come up against?
You can't assume that your standard freight in the States is going to fit anywhere overseas. Can't assume that the time frames are going to be the same as far as installer services being provided. You really have to go into it with an additional level of planning, kind of peeling back the layers of what we're used to and how we operate here in the States, and starting from scratch when you approach any international project.
Usually every crew, at least in my experience, every crew has someone that is pretty fluent in English.
The language barrier was a pretty large hurdle to overcome down in South America, so I actually downloaded my Google Translate app and would have some back and forth with the labor crew that I was running, and we were able to communicate actually surprisingly effectively. Nothing was a quick Google away, so to speak, that it couldn't be overcome. It might take 5 more minutes to explain how to do something or how you would like something done to finish the project.
Oh, I sleep on planes, so it's the same as a short plane ride. Just the jet engines just hum me right to sleep, baby.
I always actually try to get a good night's sleep prior to any long plane ride. I feel like being overtired kind of really puts a strain on your body, especially when you're putting in what did we do, 16 hours on a plane that day with a connection or two.
I try to sleep every 2 or 3 hours. I like to get up and try to stretch to make sure you're not too tight. Things like that. Sometimes there's nothing you can do to prepare for it, but also a good night's sleep helps as well. So
Get a little bit of downtime, but I mean minimal, maybe like half a day. And usually we'll run around and try to consume as much of the local culture as possible.
If I have an hour or two to myself, I want to immerse myself in the culture. I want to travel outside of the walk from the hotel to the convention center. Having those experiences is a big benefit to other than viewing it as a work trip. That way it's kind of a life experience, so to speak.
in all the cities, we definitely get out and try to tour a little. It is in little snippets, obviously like 3 or 4 hours here, 3 or 4 hours there. Buenos Aires, we rented bikes and sort of toured the city that way. In Belgium, we rented scooters to get around, which was cool to see the city that way.
Fly by the seat of your pants, have fun. Don't make any plans as far as I need to see this, I need to do that. If you just wander around and just check out and happen to stumble upon a cool site or tourist attraction, there you go.